Oh, meant to do 5, he only did 2. Reminds me of...
You are now locked in to Crossover Media.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq. This is Frank. He's one of my fraternity brothers. Every once in a while, I like to bring Frank into the... He doesn't even watch anime, but all of a sudden he understands references and stuff now. Anyway, Offica is one of Frank's low-key favorite artists. He drops some songs that he likes every once in a while. I know Bluebird was definitely a fire one. He had some tracks prior to that, but they're just really good. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. Okay.
The red everything, we already get an idea.
Is it Scratch? No, that's Scratch mixed it. I meant to say
Turn me up, Kid Spiral.
That's what I meant. Scratch mixed it, probably not. Offica and Kid Spiral is one of those undefeated duos. I'm not feeling 808s already. I'm not feeling 808s. Well,
it's because they're out of key. Yeah.
Look, when you hear this one, you know it's pain, but I'm trying to do things different. How many man have we turned you saying or got down? Ask them, they'll say different. I'm a popular loner, I've been that guy from school, that guy from Quebec. I'm my own best friend, believe me when I say that. Lately I've been a war with my bestie, anxiety and stress all trying to compress me. They don't understand, they don't get me. It's like Naruto is techie, countless sleepless nights. My eyes gone red, my Sharingan has awoken. See, I'm broken, I miss my...
his eyes are red, his sleepless nights, sharp.
The narrative is cool. I think the beat is kind of off-putting right now.
You know, I actually...
Like the melody itself.
I'm actually enjoying the melody. I like the softness in it because I'm hearing that kind of real rap drill kind of feeling in this. Like he's not just gonna be talking about just drilly nonsense. He's actually gonna kind of be giving a little bit more of an interpersonal kind of experience. He's actually let you tap into his head and his experiences and stuff like that. The fact that the Sharingan references to his eyes being red from sleepless nights, like those little things. I don't think Officers really dive too deeply into like the more personal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what it is to me too is like
besides face reveal. But
yeah, from like a musical standpoint, right?
Yeah,
it's like there's certain tracks where you're allowed to have gaps in the room.
Yeah.
Because either the vocals are kind of gonna fill that space, or if the vocals aren't really filling that space, something in the beat will.
Yeah, yeah,
and like this has like gaps where neither of them kind of fill the space yet. So I think that's why like I'm listening to the melody and then like with the pauses that he's giving.
I see what you're saying.
It's hard for me to like flow with him.
I get it. I'm appreciating the melody. The gaps is it's allowing me to take in the strings, but I can hear that perspective. That makes sense.
You saying or got down, ask them, they'll say...
Yeah, Kid Spiral and Officers undefeated duo.
Look, when you hear this one, you know it's pain, but I'm trying to do things different. How many man have we turned you saying or got down? Ask them, they'll say different. I'm a popular loner, I've been that guy from school, that guy from Quebec. I'm my own best friend, believe me when I say that. Lately I've been a war with my bestie, anxiety and stress all trying to compress me. They don't understand, they don't get me. It's like Naruto is techie, countless sleepless nights. My eyes gone red, my Sharingan has awoken. See, I'm broken, I miss my bro, long time that we ain't spoken. I feel like the chosen one, like Moses, here to deliver my people. They said thou shalt fear no evil, lol. I need to think that I fear them people. See, my broski's tapped, he got a whap, he's not really into the poking. I got love for my Oyibo guys, go try their thing, go see if I'm joking.
Oyibo is white in Yoruba, I believe. So it's like I got love for my white boys. Is pretty much what he's saying. I believe it's Yoruba. I apologize if I didn't get the dialect correct, but I do know that that doesn't mean like white boys or whatever, pretty much.
What? He's not really into the poking. I got love for my Oyibo guys, go try their thing, go see if I'm joking. Be careful you call your brother, we all know the story about Cain and Abel. Are you with me just for the fame? Are you with me just for the label? Don't care what they bring to the table, see what they do, don't faze me. I seen couple niggas move shady, it's mad what they do for the ladies. I got a new whip, I ditched the Volkswagen, but I still ride with a Polo. For the days I be riding solo, I got 2 things, yeah and Colo.
Ditch the Volkswagen, but I still ride with a Polo. I don't know if you're saying ride with a pole though, ride with a pole. Maybe, I don't know, sound like what he's saying, but
Faze me. I seen couple niggas move shady, it's mad what they do for the ladies. I got a new whip, I ditched the Volkswagen, but I still ride with a Polo. For the days I be riding solo, I got 2 things, yeah and Colo. You get fried like Dodo, or you get fried like Plantain. Bro's not really into the ranting, he just wanna bust off that. Look, these girls are rinsed, used and recycled, me I can't trust no bitch. He was meant to do 5, he only done 2, me I can't fuck with a snitch. I can't love no more, I can't trust no more.
Oh, meant to do 5, he only did 2. Reminds me of Two-Face. He snitched, his sentence went from 9 to 5. It's working class. I'm sorry, like there's certain 9s. That was cold, by the way. That was cold, but Two-Face has just set the bar so high for me with regards to certain things that I'm just like, yeah. Anyway, if y'all want to get this reference, go watch one of the other reactions that we just did. But yeah,
You get fried like dodo, or you get fried like plantain. Bro's not really into the ranting. He just wanna bust off that. Look, these girls I rinsed, used and recycled. Me, I can't trust no bitch. He was meant to do 5, he only done 2. Me, I can't fuck with a snitch. I can't love no more, I can't trust no more. Cause it's funny how people switch. Stacking peas, man, I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to do this shit legit. Man, I hate this circular life. Too many niggas wanna be that guy. Why they got energy on the net? The live on, man, the camera shine. We got sweets, that's big boy bang. Kelly on me, she won't break off her spine. She love me cause I bust these rhymes. But I can't love, I can't trust, I'm fine. I got a new whip, I ditched the Volkswagen. But I still ride with a polo. For the days I be riding solo. I got 2 things, yeah, and colo. You get fried like dodo, or you get fried like plantain. Bro's not really into the ranting. He just wanna bust off the hand.
You know what it is? I'm torn between how he's going back and forth between giving like the real rap and like the real life experiences and it's like the kind of glimpses into his mind and the drill kind of like the back of. There's ways in which it works out. This is one of those moments where it feels like pick a lane and stay there, kind of a thing. I mean, like I genuinely love Face Reveal. I think Face Reveal, in my opinion, is probably one of Offica's best songs just because of just the rawness and the reality behind what he was saying. And it's like what I guess maybe also what that moment meant for him at that point in time. So like I like the fact that he found that lane and he stayed there with Face Reveal, right? The topics he was talking about. This one I'm kind of just like also not crazy about the hook. I'm not crazy about songs again where they name it one thing but they only made that reference once. He made the Red Eye Sharingan reference like in the beginning, but he has this other thing that he's repeating. Then like if this is what was gonna be the hook, then why didn't you name it after that? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of just like, and even this part I'm not crazy about, but I don't know.
When you hear this one, you know it's pain, but I'm trying to do things different. How many man have we turned you saying or got down? Ask them, they'll say different. I'm a popular loner, I've been that guy from school, that guy from way back. I'm my own best friend, believe me when I say that. Lately I've been a war with my bestie, anxiety and stress all trying to compress me. They don't understand, they don't get me. It's like Naruto is techie, countless sleepless nights. My eyes got red, my Sharingan has awoken. See, I'm
my bad.
I miss my
either
pro,
way,
long time
what
down.
it is he does do he has very lengthy hooks. Now that I'm thinking about it, but it's like, but before this part came before the part that he just repeated. So, so it makes sense why I wouldn't assume this was gonna follow it up. Either way, I don't know.
We ain't spoken.
But that was it. I like the instrumental. I like the simplicity in it, but I think it would have been more on brand if he stuck with like the kind of like vulnerable rap approach. It would have been better. But kind of going back and forth between the drilly and the it was a bit like, again, like pick a lane and stay there kind of a thing, you know?
You know, I think too, I think like there's points in the melody that like I know they dragged it out a bit so that it wouldn't sound too repetitive. But there are points where like it was just completely going away from his voice. And I think that's, if anything, if I was to recant my original statement about the gaps, I could do that and say, all right, cool, maybe I made a mistake there. But like now listening to it a bit longer, I see what the real issue is. It's like the melody and like the lower end of each bar was like going in a completely different route than what his voice was delivering. And it just made it sound like jumbled. It was just weird.
I get it,
listening experience. I don't know. What he's saying is cool. But hearing it was just it just didn't sync the way I was expecting.
There's a lot of I don't know. This is one of those I can see myself appreciating listening to it some more. But is it bad? No. But is it like some of the levels we could have gotten? No. But I also think that it also could have did with, again, picking a lane and staying there. It had almost like a Face Reveal kind of vibe to it. It had almost like an Obito kind of vibe to it. Pick one. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. So this channel, Behold the Vowels, that means we're going to straight into it. And I think we pretty much gave the bulk of what we had to say. I think this is a solid entry for Offica. I do think this is one of those to kind of remind you he's still out here. He still has some music loading, kind of giving you inklings of what he's going to start touching on in some future songs. I hope that he does take this more vulnerable approach. I think the Offica may have a lot to offer there. I think especially with the kind of person that he is with regards to the persona that we may have attributed to Offica and even his A92 as a whole. Hearing him kind of tapping into these slightly more kind of vulnerable topics, I think will allow me to really appreciate them a bit more. I think that's really the case with a lot of drill rappers, if I'm being real, or rather rappers who we know of them through drill primarily. I don't like to kind of box them in this, oh, you're just a drill rapper, you know what I mean? I do think that as they start to grow up a little bit, and as they start being able to remove themselves from those circumstances, hearing some of the things that he's saying is what's going to allow me to really resonate with them a bit more. You know what I mean? But all in all, I do think this is dope. I enjoy hearing the fact that he's not letting himself stay in one box. He has a lane in terms of the kind of themes that he approaches with. He has a lane with regards to the kinds of instrumentals. Kid Sparrow is one of those producers where he very much so has a style, but at the same time, it still feels a little bit different with each track to a degree. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm learning more to appreciate like the anime references that he does on a regular basis. I think he can take it just a level deeper. Like let's say he was to let's say just super corny idea.
Yeah.
He gave a project and just called it anime, right? And then he chose like specific like characters from different animes that he likes, that he resonates with, and tells a different story, and naming the song based off of that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like something like Sharingan. All right, cool. You mentioned it, and we got the red all in the video and everything. All right, cool.
Yeah.
The story doesn't really match with it as much.
There's really nothing else there.
Or even like Obito is like, okay, like Obito, so you know it's double, but the rest of the track just completely runs away from it.
Yeah.
So like, if you were to like tap into it on some deeper level, like you could have named this like, I don't know, you could have named this Sasuke, and then talked about a long story of like how you're living in two different worlds and trying to figure out where you fit in. Like that's what I'm saying. If you could take those references just a step deeper, I would really fall for them more.
I get you. I agree. And that's one of the things that we've been saying off camera that a lot of artists are just missing right now, just a sense of creative direction and taking that extra step back to sit down and come up with a concept and actually flesh it out thoroughly. Even if it means taking some time away from releasing, so that when you finally do drop something, it makes more sense in context. But nonetheless, I do hope that he does kind of take this feedback and work on something like that. Hopefully somebody in his camp hears this and kind of be like, yo, this is what these two dudes across the pond said. You know what I mean? And kind of like really elevate your sound and really do something with the themes while it's something that's relevant and resonates with him and his audience. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And as always, hang tight for some more reactions and do more. Let's come back. But until next time, peace.